Hey everyone, how are you doing? I'm glad you've joined us from all over the world. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As of today, the fighting between India and Pakistan is still going strong. In the last 12 hours, especially last night, there were some major developments. This conflict has moved to a whole new level. We're now seeing a full-blown drone war, a massive media battle, artillery fire exchanges, and the Chinese J-10 fighter jet making a big impact in the air. This has caught the attention of the US like never before. Sure, they've been monitoring it for a while, but now that a Chinese jet is going head-to-head with Rafales and actually taking them down, that changes everything. Let's take a look at what's been happening, starting with the drone war. Last night, things escalated significantly. Both sides are blaming each other.
India says Pakistan launched around 50 drones, specifically a type called Serb drones. India responded by deploying missile platforms and its Russian-made S-400 air defense systems to shoot them down. India is also using Israeli-made Harop drones, which they reportedly launched last night to carry out strikes, according to Pakistani sources.
Now here's the big shift. India is no longer just targeting general sites. According to Pakistani sources, they've started targeting actual military bases. Pakistan claims India launched 25 to 27 drones last night, some of which attacked the city of Lahore. So this conflict isn't just along the Kashmir border anymore. It's now deep inside both countries' territories. You have to understand, these are two nuclear-armed nations firing at each other. This isn't a joke.
The drone attacks got all the headlines last night, showing just how effective and impactful drones can be in modern warfare, especially after those Indian jets were reportedly taken down. But artillery fire has also been brutal. Even though most attention was on drones, the artillery bombardment has been intense, especially in areas like Uri, Lahore and Amritsar. Both sides have been shelling civilian areas.
According to Pakistani reports, Indian artillery killed between 9 to 12 civilians. Meanwhile, India says it stopped a group of Pakistani forces from infiltrating the border and killed 7 armed fighters. Pakistan, however, denies this happened.
Let's now talk about the Chinese J-10 jets. Pakistan has been using them for a while, and they were deployed in this conflict.
India has Rafale jets and also some F-16s, but the main action came from the J-10s. Pakistan claims their J-10s shot down 3 Rafales, although India denies this and says no jets were lost.
Pakistan insists they downed 9 Indian aircraft, and they say they have solid proof. The J-10 uses a powerful missile called the PL-15, which has a very long range, longer than what Rafales can detect. That gives the J-10 a huge advantage, which is why this is turning into a nightmare for Western and especially French military aviation industries.
There was even a report on Russia today about a possible arms deal between Egypt and China involving these jets and missiles. That's making Israel really nervous. Israel is already trying hard to stop Egypt from acquiring air-to-air missiles for their Rafales. And now they're also concerned about Egypt getting these Chinese missiles.
But let's bring it back to India and Pakistan. India's defense minister came out and said that in Operation Sandor, they killed 100 militants. Pakistan, on the other hand, is accusing India of deliberately bombing mosques and targeting civilians. None of this is made up. It's all part of the media war that's been raging in the last 12 hours.
24 hours of tension, India-Pakistan conflict escalates.
In the past 24 hours, India has accused Pakistan of deliberately targeting civilians in border villages. This has created a full-blown humanitarian crisis. Entire villages in Kashmir have been emptied, completely abandoned. We're witnessing massive displacement. People who had homes, jobs, and stable lives are now homeless on both sides of the border.
On top of that, Pakistan claims that in the last few hours alone, 31 to 32 people have been killed and around 57 injured due to the ongoing fighting. These are border villages that now have no air cover. The information war is intense. Can you believe that India has now blocked thousands, tens of thousands of accounts on X, formerly known as Twitter? Some of them even belong to major news platforms inside India. This shows India doesn't want any narrative getting out except the official government line.
When you read their media, it's clear there's a lot of emotional and aggressive language directed toward the Pakistani people. That makes it hard to trust the information we're getting. Pakistan says India is intentionally bombing mosques and civilian areas. India claims Pakistan targeted a Sikh temple and killed civilians there. On top of all that, there's a flood of misinformation. Old videos are being recycled and passed off as footage from the current conflict. Some clips are actually from Iranian airstrikes, but are being falsely presented as part of the India-Pakistan war.
Today, India even managed to hack into one of the official accounts belonging to Pakistan's Ministry of Economic Affairs. So, we've got serious media manipulation and cyber warfare coming from both sides, though India appears to be taking the lead in disinformation.
On the diplomatic front, U.S. Secretary of State Mark Rubin called both Indian PM Modi and Pakistani officials, urging de-escalation. China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson also called for calm. Meanwhile, the U.S. Embassy in India has issued a strict warning to its citizens: no travel to northern or western parts of the country.
As for economic impacts, they're massive. In just 2 days, the Pakistani stock market suffered historic losses. India suspended flights for 24 hours at more than 20 airports, though Delhi Airport remains operational. Pakistan has imposed a full no-fly zone. Make no mistake, we're no longer talking about minor skirmishes. This has become a war involving drones and artillery. It started with cross-border gunfire, escalated to Operation Sandor, included the downing of fighter jets, and now we're dealing with a full-scale drone and propaganda war.
Still, some Pakistani newspapers like Dawn are trying to promote calm. They're calling for de-escalation and dialogue, especially after recent airstrikes and military operations. But at the same time, there are plenty of fiery statements coming from both Indian and Pakistani officials. The rhetoric is heating up fast. Honestly, I don't see this calming down anytime soon. Some groups clearly want this to escalate dramatically.
And I have to repeat this again and again. We're not just talking about two big countries. These are two nuclear powers. If this spirals out of control and nuclear weapons are used, it won't just affect them. It could push the entire world into catastrophe. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. At S News, we're committed to delivering fair and reliable reporting. See you in the next video.